Morning everyone. I am over at Ibsley and you might be familiar with this location from one of my last shoots earlier on in the year. This is like a command centre back in World War II, and it's linked to Morals Court, and I just thought I'd come out and have a little walk around. I'm with my friend Ray, and I just wanted to have a little play with this little camera. I haven't bought an SLR or anything today. I bought this little gimmicky camera. This is a Instax Fujifilm Evo Mini. It's a little fun thing really. I'm not taking it seriously, but there's very little settings on it to control, so I haven't got a lot to tell you about it other than some of the features it's got. So I brought it out with me today just to have a little bit of fun with it, and it can help you with composition because it's a fixed zoom lens, so it means you've got to move backwards and forwards to get your shot. It's got a nice little printer built into it. However, it can be quite expensive, but unlike the old Instax and Polaroid cameras, you have a choice whether you want to print after you've taken the shot, which is fantastic in my opinion. And the other thing is you can Bluetooth from your mobile phone any photos you've taken on your phone, which are better quality than this, and the pictures do come out rather well. Now I've not got a lot to say about it. It's because of this camera and other Instax from Fujifilm. Their sales have surpassed Nikon. So yeah, they've done really well with these, you know, topped up their profits. And yeah, so we're out here, nice frosty morning, about 9 o'clock. We set off. So we got nice light, very dull, but to me that's a nice soft light, especially with this wintry look to some of the shrubs here. And it is a rather nice location. We've got a nice flat plateau. You'll see in one of my earlier videos I've been up here for sunsets. And yeah, just looks rather nice out here, very peaceful. There's hardly any people around, probably because they're all working. It is a Friday. And this is recorded directly the day after Corfe Castle, so I've just come straight back out again. I'm not going to be able to come out for a few days, so I thought I'd get another video in. And yeah, me and Ray are just going to go on a hike. I brought this camera along to get some shots along the way. And yeah, I'm just going to have a nice little bit of fun walking around. It almost looks snowy, look at that. There's Ray sitting at the end. There's a little pillbox looking inwards to Ibsley during the war. And it really is a nice location. So I'm going to catch up with Ray and we'll talk more about this as we go through the day. So I'll see you in a bit. Yes, nice. The sun is out and it is such a welcome feeling. It really is. It was so bitterly cold. Felt like -5. But yeah, to have that sun on you, warming up your legs. Yeah, all my layers are pretty much maxed out, so there's nothing I could do. But yeah, just to have the sun back, very nice feeling. So back onto this again, the Instax Mini Evo. So as I said, I've got no zoom on this, so lovely little white horse. Got me kind of thinking. I haven't even looked at the exposure settings on this camera yet, so you do have some control. If you press the down button while it's in landscape mode, you can get the settings up. Whenever you can see that, the screen's not amazing in sunlight, but you press the down button and you see you got macro, flash control and timer mode on there, and you've also got your exposure compensation. So you just press the down button again to scroll down to that, and then you just go up and, well, you go left and right to control those settings, but then you're holding the camera in portrait mode to get that. So mine is just slightly under 1/3 of a stop under. So that's a good safe place to be, but obviously when you're shooting something white, you still got to think about that. You might have to dial it over, say 1/3 to 1 stop to dial in that white. So I'm just going to have a go at taking a picture of this lovely little horse here. Beautiful white horse against the bush background. Not sure how it's going to come out. It might actually get a bit skittish and run off, but I don't blame him. So already I'm overexposed. I cannot see that horse on this little camera. So I'm just going to dial the horse in. I'm underexposing here even in order to get that. I just noticed also my shadow is casting on there. So I'm like minus 1 1/3 of a stop, and it still looks quite white. I don't need to get too close. I'm standing about 8 meters away. I'm just going to take the shot. I think he's enjoying, she even is enjoying the sun as well. And let her relax a little bit, get used to me being here. Beautiful. So there's some dog walkers now up on the top of this plateau with us. I can see Ray's just set up. We're going to have a little fire up breakfast. Try and cook out here. That should be quite interesting. Looking forward to having a coffee. Get some rocket fuel in me. Yeah, so far it's been quite nice. There's no wind. It's so peaceful, apart from me talking, yapping away. It's quite nice out here, and I'm actually really enjoying using this because there's nothing to control on it. The only thing I haven't done is printed a few pictures off, and I'd like to include that in this video as well, so you can have a look, see how good the printouts are. Also, once you've printed the image, and I find this a bit weird, once you print an image, you can then download it to your mobile, but you can't download images that you haven't printed, which I find really odd. I would have thought you'd have been able to download all of them. Maybe I just take the memory card out because it has got a little micro SD card in there. But the built-in memory is quite big on this, quite substantial. You can get quite a few images on it, so you don't need to get a memory card for it. I just got quite a few kicking about. Yeah, so far been quite fun to use. I just hope there's a few other little shots I can get and update you with them. So this is a new little thing. I've got this as birthday money. AeroPress. So what you're looking at is Now I'm not usually interested in this stuff because I like the instant. It's instant and no mess. This is another thing to bring along, isn't it? But if you haven't got a lot in your bag, why on earth not? Hello again. Just realised that I've done a bit of a circle walk here with Ray. Ray's back there. Something's taken his interest back there. I just realised that we're walking through a very bleak landscape here. It's almost like you're walking through Dartmoor. Yeah, it's completely featureless. There's the odd tree up on the hill, but I'd have to go back up where I've been. So yeah, it's a shame. I want to get this camera out and it just seems so stripped bare of anything of interest. So yeah, it's been a little while since I've turned the camera back on there, record anything. So yeah, really featureless landscape. And I guess that's all part of planning, isn't it? You gotta maybe get ahead of yourself, have a look online and plan that you're gonna be in the forest or what you're gonna see there. I knew there were trees at the top, but I didn't expect this. As soon as you come down, it's just, look at it. Just can't get over there. That's just a marsh all the way over there. So I'm kind of stuck to this solid path here and I'm just following it along. I know it's going to go back to where I started, but it's just, I don't know, I'm having a moan, aren't I? I'm out and about and I'm moaning about where I've ended up. It's still nice. I've got the sun out on me now and I'm warming up beautifully. Oddly enough, when we got to a big clump of trees, lovely and sunny on one side where we had our coffees and bacon sandwiches and whatnot. When you walk round the back of those trees out of the sun, it's still frosty as it was this morning and white. But the moment you step into it, it felt like walking into a fridge. It was freezing. So yeah, to have the sun on you just feels like you're being charged up. I was charged up from the coffee that I had. That was quite nice. First time I've used an AeroPress out on location. So I ground all my coffee up and boiled my water and then pushed that water through the coffee into a coffee cup. That was quite glorious, like rocket fuel. Yeah, beautiful. So I'm coming up to a little wooded area on the side here. I think I'll start the camera again when I get down there, see if I can get something in there. I know there's a little wooden bridge and a stream in there, so I'll try and find something in there to photograph. Hopefully there's some silver birch even with some leaves on it. More trees. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a look down there, see if I can find something. I'll switch you back on and let you all get up to date and see if we can find a composition. So yeah, see you there. This is quite nice. I quite like the light is trying to cut through here on the right hand side of the bridge, and we've still got some leaves on this tree here. I think it's a oak tree, a young one, probably about, I don't know, 30, maybe 50 years old, not old at all. And I kind of like this side light, and you can see on the bridge, the light is coming through. So there's quite a few compositions here. I can get low and look up the bridge, or I can, and if this is wide enough, I might be able to get that in with the light, backlight in the oak tree leaves. But this is quite a beautiful little location here. Let's see, I'll try this bridge first. I'll get a shot there. I've got to wait for the cars to pass behind. I think there's a low one. I can get just a little bit further back. I want to get the start of the bridge. And what I'm doing in this shot is I'm allowing the lines on either side of the bridge to draw your eye to the end. There's nothing of interest at the end of it though, so yeah, it's just a good use of lines. It's a very common one to just find and go for, but it's, you know, with the limits of this camera, no zoom, you've only got exposure compensation. You've got 10 presets on the little ring on the front, so you've got like retro shots and things like that, and then you've got another wheel at the back here, another 10, so in total you've probably got 100 different looks to your photos, just whether you can work out which one's which. I'm quite happy to use it as it is without all those little gimmicks. But yeah, this is quite a lovely little location. I think I'm going to try and get that shot with the trees. There we go. I'll put that one up on the screen and it just disappeared from the shot then. Maybe if I just get the tree. I haven't done many portrait shots, have I? Relying on the reflection in the water. 2 upright lines in the shot. There are some other compositions in there, but I think I'm happy with what I got. So I'm going to pack up and start heading on back. So yeah, if you want to know a little bit more about that camera, as I said, you can hook it up to your phone and print your photos straight off your phone. You can, so you're just using it as a printer then. You have the option of whether you want to print or not after you've taken the shot. That's quite handy because you're not going through your film, and you'll print so quickly. And it's not cheap to replace the film either. So you're looking at something, it's like what, $9.99 for 20. So that's about 50p a shot. So yeah, you've got to be quite tight with that. And they are small, so in my opinion, I think you're better off going through your photos and just sending them off to print that way rather than using one of these Instax. But like I said, it's just a bit of fun. You're probably not going to buy a lot of it, and you'll probably put it to the back of your kit list once you've had your little bit of fun with it anyway. But it's great with the family, so I think I'm going to end it there. So once again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, and don't forget to smash that bell if you want to be notified of my next video. Okay, until next time, bye for now, keep shooting.